Batman The Dark Knight #4, written by Paul Jenkins and David Finch, art by David Finch. We left off last issue with the Flash and Batman breaking into Poison Ivy's facility because she's probably behind the toxin, but Flash gets poisoned, so he has to run away. This issue picks up. He's just going through Poison Ivy's facility, and she's realizing, okay, there was a fight here. She got away. Something went down, though. And then he accidentally triggers some biomechanical defense, which is basically just, oh no, he's being attacked by vines. He, of course, immediately gets out of it, remarks how it was just a defense system and how Ivy is somewhere, but probably not safe. They do throw in a little Birds of Prey reference just because, yes, she's on that team. Wonder Woman calls in, says like, hey Batman, we got your call. We're kind of dealing with all the people you let out of Arkham, and we're still trying to wrap them up, so you're on your own for now. Also, Flash is still running for his life. Bye. So Justice League is not going to help. Batman does some investigating. He's putting together that the White Rabbit's involved somehow, but she's more likely just a pawn or a wild card, but there's actually like someone up top who's smart who's putting this all together. And they underestimated Ivy, and that's why she managed to get away or whatever. He comes across a magazine for taking care of dogs, which of course stands out to him because Ivy would never take care of a dog. And it had a secret message hidden inside of it. Then we cut to Jim Gordon, who's on the phone calling actual Bruce Wayne, not Batman, but actual Bruce Wayne, saying, hey, Bruce, it's Jim. Look, I know I've been through a lot of stuff in Detective Comics, what with the Doll Maker, and in this comic, what with internal affairs people being sicked on by Batman, seemingly because you sicked him on the internal affairs guy. So please stop making my life such a living hell. Thanks, bye. And that's just that. It comes back. So Batman's doing investigation on the note, and apparently it's based on some cipher that's like, I can't even tell if he solves the note. It's based on some cipher that goes back to like a plant goddess, but then he just says like, oh, and I can use satellite to figure out where she is on Earth because of her chloroform readings. So yeah, I don't even know what the point of the message was, but regardless, he gets in the plane, he flies off. He has some chat with Alfred. As he's flying off in the bat plane, the White Rabbit is seemingly in the like grove outside of Wayne Manor, and she's like, "Oh, there you are." So maybe she knows where the Batcave is. I don't know. And then Batman just reminisces on like, "Oh, someone's gonna get hurt because of me." Whether it's the Flash, who is already hurt, or that girl who I'm forgetting the name of, who is definitely not the White Rabbit, she'll get hurt, or maybe Alfred will get hurt, or Jim's going to get hurt. But regardless, somebody's going to get hurt, and it's going to be your fault, Batman, and how are you going to feel then? And then as he's reminiscing, he looks over, or I guess the first time, on his plane's dashboard, and he sees a little present wrapped up with a green vial inside. And he goes to have it analyzed by the Bat computer. And then there's a bump on the plane, and he's like, what's that? And wouldn't you know it, on the plane is Deathstroke. Because, of course, it's Deathstroke. He's on the same crazy juice that everyone else is on, and he's yelling at Batman saying, like, oh, I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this to take you down. Ha, 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 I'll be the one to take down Batman. That's how they fight for a little bit. Deathstroke literally chops through the bat plane. And Batman just starts plummeting, to which Deathstroke says, like, oh, you're lucky to get away this time. But I'm like, he's falling. He's just falling. There's no reason Deathstroke can't just fall after it, whatever. So he lands in some woods. He manages to grapple to save himself. His Bat-Cowl system is on the fritz or whatever. He's all torn up. But he sees a cabin. He goes up to it, and he's just monologuing this whole time about like, oh, fear, it does these things and does these bad things, and wouldn't you know it, I'm the one who's going to get hurt. And we see that Scarecrow is sitting inside of this cabin, seemingly just waiting for Batman. How did he know he would come here? How did he know? Beats me. He just says, courage is self-deceit, the universal truth is fear. I will show you fear and a handful of dust. That's it. I don't know what's going on. I lost the plot on this one. Like, how did we go? Like, he made the deduction from Ivy. And then he's just flying to where Ivy is. I get that. But then Deathstroke seemingly chops him out of the air at a random point. He wants to kill him, so it's not like he wants him to get away. But where he manages to stumble to is exactly where the next villain is. Who, of course, is the one behind this because it's all fear-based stuff. I don't get this. I feel like we missed a step somewhere. Maybe I did, but I don't know. For me, personally, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6. The writing's a 5, but the art's a 7. So it's a 6 in total because, like, it looks good. I have no problem with any way that the stuff looks, and I really like the scene where he's reminiscing on, like, all the people he could hurt. That's a good, like, look at, you know, Batman. Despite this being his sole mission, he does bring other people into it, whether he wants to or not. I like that. But just in terms of if I'm supposed to be following this in any sort of way, I've lost it now. Especially, what does the White Rabbit have to do with anything? I still have not gotten anything on that. I'm still completely lost. So no, I'm giving this a 6. I'm hoping you can get back on track. If I just have to accept that happened, fine, whatever. But I'd like an explanation. But for now, it's a 6.